So this is Geometry Semester 1. It's the 6th unit called Rigid Motions, and it's the 3rd lesson, Translations Practice. It's on creatormath.com under the Geometry tab. You might have to Google creatormath.weebly.com to find the site. The instructions are copy the following problems into your composition book on the correct pages according to the table of contents with the notes for those pages from creatormath.com. So let's look at that really quickly. Here's the website, creatormath.weebly.com. Google that. Here's what the home page looks like. If you need to know anything about the comp book, please scroll down under this picture on the home page to where it says composition book and the picture of the comp book. Follow all the directions, all the videos, all the deadlines, and you should have a 90 to 100% on your comp book. We're going to go to geometry because that's where all the vocabulary, the notes, the videos, and the practice sets are. This is the PDF right here. You can open and find all of the vocabulary for the entire year, and it's searchable. Just Google how to search a PDF with the device you're using, and you should be getting 100% on your vocabulary practices by using that PDF. We're going to scroll down to the table of contents for where we are now. So this says Semester 1. That's the video we're looking at right now. The table of contents should have been written by you onto pages 2 through 6 of your composition book a long time ago. If you haven't done that already, please stop what you're doing and write it in now. And there's a video on how to number your pages, so please follow that. We're going to scroll down to the proper unit. Rigid motions, we're looking at lesson 3, so here it is right here, translations. Here are the page numbers that these notes go on in your comp book. Please don't use this video, but look at the actual table of contents. By the time you view this video, these page numbers will probably be different. Here's the notes. Let's open that up. You might have to open it a couple times to get it to load. I often do, but once you do, you'll be able to expand this and copy this onto the proper pages in your comp book. So this is on translations. Translate means to slide. To slide with no change in orientation, no reflection, no rotation. Here's an example of a triangle being translated to the right, a certain number of units. There is a pre-image, that's the image we start with, and a post-image, which is called just image. So pre-image and image define the before and after of this, in this case, a translation or rigid motion. Here's a triangle being slid up. Here's a pre-image where it started and the image where it ended. Here's a compound translation where we're moving the image up and over to the right 6. So we went up 3, then over to the right 6. 2 translations to have a compound or multiple translation. Translation is to slide, no rotation, no flipping. Pre-image is the image before moving. Image is what we see after moving. Orientation is the manner in which the shape sits in area or 2 dimensions. We may be using a point. Remember the Cartesian coordinate system of a parentheses x comma y to give a point location. And then here is a problem or two to copy into your comp book and to solve if you can. With that copied into your comp book, we're going to look at these problems and run through these. So first thing is, what is the pre-image in relation to translation? That's the image before it is translated or moved. So pre means before, right? Next, what is the image? Image is after moving. So pre-image is before, image is after, so the image after translation. How is the notation A, this tick mark or apostrophe after an A? It's called A prime. So you have A prime. You can have 2 primes up there, A double prime, A triple prime, B prime. So it's called A prime, P-R-I-M-E. It's typical in these notations to see primes used. So here they say in the graphic, which is the pre-image. Well, look at this one, triangle ABC, and then triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. So this is the pre-image before it is translated. This is the one afterwards, okay, because it's got the primes. That's our typical way of using this notation. So the pre-image is triangle ABC. The image would be triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. Given the following graphic, which is the image. So the image is after moving, so it's going to be the triangle A prime, B prime, C prime, this one here, because it's got the primes on it. That's the typical notation that we use, right? So this is just warming us up. Given the following graphic, which is the pre-image, well, here's the rectangle A, B, C, D. Here's the rectangle A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. So the pre-image, the one before the move, is the one without the primes. After the move, I see where they're headed here, which is the image, the one with the primes. So this is the one after the translation. Okay, not too bad so far. Let's see here. Given the following graphic, what is the translation from the pre-image to image? So we have to kind of map that out first. Here's a triangle. Here's ABC, triangle ABC. So we're going to move this to, I don't have it on right now. I think it closed down, Max, if that's you. So this triangle is being translated. So how's it going? It's going from here to here, right? So we're going from triangle ABC to triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. So looks like this point's moving over how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points to the left. So notice we have x minus 6 here. And then it's being moved 1, 2 points up. So we have y plus 2 coming up here, right? So two things are happening. The x is moving backwards to the 6 to the left, and up 2 right here. So this is our translation from pre-image to image. All right, given the following graphic, what is the translation from the pre-image to the image? All right, here we go again. So this one is going from ABC to A prime, B prime, C prime. So it looks like, let's just take B. B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to be x plus 8 here, because it's moving over to the right 8. And then it's going to be comma, y plus, because it's moving up, 1, 2, 3, 4. So y plus 4. So x plus 8, y plus 4, and it's going from this. X, y is where it started, right? And then we add 8 to the x, add 4 to the y to get to this point right here. And now we're going to have a new location, x plus 8 and y plus 4. Given the following graphic, what is the translation? So we're going from, here we are here, to the one with primes. So let's just take one point. This looks like T. It's hard to read here. It looks like T there. It looks like this one's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the right. So I see x plus 6 is moving, comma. Then it's going down on the y. 1, 2, 3, 4. So y minus 4 to go down. This is the translation here. From where we started to where we finished is an addition in the x's of 6 and a subtraction in the y's of 4. And we could go back, they didn't even ask us to take this location. This location is minus 1, 2, 3, minus 3, comma 1, 2, 3. Right, so now we can go in and take minus 3 plus 6. This thing should be at 3. And 3 minus 4 would be minus 1. So if we look at this new location right here, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, check. Right, so they're not asking us to go the full distance to say what the final location is, but we can do that with the translation that we came about. So make sure you're matching the practice set title with the video by title here. Geometry Semester 1, it's the unit called Rigid Motions, number 6, and it's the lesson called Translations, and it's number 3. All right, it's on creatormath.com under the Geometry tab. Hope that helps.